And I will tell you what I see with you is this case that you pled to is a burglary of a habitation. Then you have a injury to a child case that's being taken consideration. Then you have another burglary of a habitation. So, and these offense dates are June 11, 2022, September 21st, 2020, October 8, 2020. Those are concerns.
In today's courtroom, the stakes are sky high. Angel Rodriguez stands before Judge Boyd, hoping to avoid prison time for burglary with intent to assault a serious felony. His family fills the benches, begging for mercy. His attorney paints him as a misguided youth, not a criminal. But Judge Boyd sees more than just a mistake. She sees a pattern, pending charges, alleged intimidation of the victim, and a growing list of red flags. This isn't just a plea for probation. It's a test of the justice system, where the line gets drawn between youthful error and dangerous behavior. And Judge Boyd? She's not easily swayed by sympathy when accountability is on the line. Let's watch what happens when words, actions, and consequences collide.
State of Texas versus Angel Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Catherine Pollard.
For the defense?
Monica Guerrero for Mr. Rodriguez, Your Honor, and he's present as well.
And are you Angel Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments will be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State is opposing your application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration 2022 CR 1177 and grand jury number 779652. There's an affirmative finding of family violence and no contact with Mallory, Mallorie. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with the affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Judge. We would offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm showing you what's entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and after reviewing the same, the court finds there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Ms. Ferguson, which date are we coming back for sentencing? All right. Is there a need for a TAP evaluation?
There shouldn't be.
All right. So probation, it'll be a PSI, full, but no TAP. We're going to come back on November 9th. At that time, I'll make a decision on your application for deferred adjudication. My decision will, of course, be based upon the stipulations, but also upon the PSI report and any other evidence that's presented to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Texas versus Angel Rodriguez. Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Catherine Pollard.
Defense?
Monica Guerrero for Mr. Rodriguez, Your Honor.
And are you Angel Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest on October 4th. This was set for a PSI hearing on November 9th, but we're here back on November 18th. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposing your application. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, no contact with Mallory, Mallorie. They're taking in consideration 2022 CR 1177 and grand jury number 779652.
Judge, for the record, that grand jury number has been indicted as
Yes.
well.
And I believe that then the corresponding number with that is 2022 CR 9837. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes, Judge.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
All right. State, do you have any witnesses?
No.
Defense, any witnesses?
I have his family, but I can proffer to you what they're doing today.
All right. You may make your proffer if there's no objection.
No objection.
Judge, they want to come up here and tell you that although Angel looks like he's not been on the right path, that they're here to support him. He has a job that's waiting for him. His father works in HVAC, and they have a job there in case the other job, the flooring, does not work out. His mom says that she is going to implement other procedures in the house, and his brother as well have indicated to me that he will be supervising him carefully. He has no contact with any of the people that are involved in these cases, and he would really like for them to have a chance at probation.
All right. Does anybody want to address the issue where on page 4, number 8?
I don't have a PSI. Page 4, number 8. I have one moment to
Yes.
verify this. Your Honor, my coach,
Yes.
my client's father is willing to come and testify that he never, or no one in the family called her to say, to sign an affidavit or to not.
Okay. I mean, does anybody want that issue addressed?
Judge, I was just going to argue what's in the PSI.
I mean, if you want to call them as a witness to say that, otherwise I'll take your proffer that that's what they would say.
Then I'd like to call him.
All right.
May I call Angel Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sir.
Oh, it's different, sir. No.
Good morning. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Angel Rodriguez,
All right, defense?
And how are you related to Angel Rodriguez, the defendant in this case?
that's my son.
There's some indication in here from a lady named Mallory Salazar that you or your family members contacted her in an attempt to get her to lie on an affidavit. Is that true?
No, ma'am. No. We have not had any contact with her in 3-4 years whatsoever.
And are you asking this judge to place your son on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
He has been doing better for himself, and he deserves another chance to better himself out. He had already been doing. He's been staying away from these, her, let's just say, and he has a job waiting for him with me. He gets the opportunity to do so.
What type of job do you have?
I do HVAC for a living.
And how are you going to make sure that he doesn't go around any of these people and cause more trouble?
He's going to be staying with me, living with me, working with me 24/7. I'm going to be like a hawk on him.
And can you guarantee that you will make sure that he stays away from any type of drugs or alcohol?
Yes, I will.
And how do
Sure.
you guarantee that?
like I said, just by staying on him, keeping me 24/7. The only way I can do it. And I think on his own, he's going to be able to do it as well. But I won't let that happen until I'm for sure he's ready to be in one.
Why else do you think that he was
He's young, still got life ahead of him. If he needs to figure out what he wants, then he won't be able to do it behind bars.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
State, any questions?
Just a few questions. Are you aware that Ms. has repeatedly said she wants nothing to do with your son?
Am I aware of that?
Okay. Are you aware that she wants nothing to do with your family?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Are you aware of any reason that she would make up you contacting her when she wants nothing to do with any of you?
No.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
All right, so I have a question. So who is the person who contacted the complainant and asked her to write an affidavit?
I have no idea of that, Your Honor. Honestly, I don't want to contact my son's ex or girlfriends.
Well, what about other family members? Did someone else in the family contact her or could have contacted her?
That I know of, nothing. I really don't talk to the mother of Angel, so or their side of the family as much, so I don't know anything of that. It's my end. As far as my sister, brother, nobody contacts her or even has her information to contact her at all.
All right, any other questions on either side?
No,
State.
Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, the court, if there are no further witnesses, the court will hear argument. All right, any other witnesses?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Judge, on this case, it's really just based off of what you have in State's Exhibit 1, the facts of the case, the nature of the case is being taken into consideration, defendant's criminal history, and also the fact that the family that is supposed to be, and he would supposedly be going back to and being kind of overseeing to make sure that he's headed in the right direction is the same family that is asking the complainant to lie in this case. Based on the facts, based on the history, and again, those cases that are being taken into consideration, we ask that you deny his application for any community supervision.
All right, defense.
On behalf of my client, that she is young, and his father is correct that he does have a lot of life ahead of him, and to go ahead and send him to prison at this time seems to be a rush. If the court would decide not to give him probation, but instead to give him deferred, we would have a huge hammer over him if he decided to drink again or use any type of marijuana or even go around any of these women. At this time, Judge, we are asking that he be placed on deferred only so that the court can have an additional amount of time to incarcerate him if he decides to step off the path that his family has created for him. Now that they know that he has these issues, his father has assured me that he's going to keep on him 24/7 and that he's going to be working with him. He will have no free time to do anything except do what his dad does.
Anything you wish to say, Mr. Rodriguez?
I mean, just like they were saying that I'm young and I see you give a lot of other men.
No, don't do that. Here's the thing. Do not compare yourself to other people, because I tell everybody in this court that everybody is an individual.
Okay. Well,
And I will tell you what I see with you is this case that you pled to is a burglary of a habitation. Then you have a injury to a child case that's being taken consideration. Then you have another burglary of a habitation. So, and these offense dates are June 11, 2022, September 21st, 2020, October 8th, 2020. Those are concerns. So, is there anything else you wish to say?
well, me saying that, what I was intending to say is that I see that you're pretty fair, and you know, I hear of like second chances and all that, and I feel as if I should at least get one chance just to show. And if you see me in the courtroom again, then and to do what you want to do. I'm asking for probation, for one chance to show that I'm trying to better myself.
All right. This is what the court will do. Court will find you guilty. Deny your applications. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Mallory. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Take in consideration 2022 CR 1177 and 2022 CR 9837. Sentence you to 6 years in the prison. The court will retain jurisdiction, showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition.
Your Honor, for the record, there was no affirmative finding of a deadly weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry, affirmative finding of family violence. Thank you. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. And while you are at the prison, you had better show the court something. You understand? And your attorney will explain that to you. Is there anything else from either side?
Yes, for me.
This wasn't just a sentence, it was a message. Judge Boyd didn't ignore the family's pain or the pleas for a second chance. But actions matter more than apologies. And with a record that spoke louder than any excuse, she handed Angel Rodriguez 6 years behind bars. Was it justice served or too harsh for a young man still finding his way? Sound off in the comments. And if you want more real stories of courtroom truth, redemption, and consequences, subscribe now and don't miss what's next.